Hello, Professor Gordon and my fellow classmates. This class was challenging because this was my first time having an online course, but truly I enjoyed engaging with you, and I like seeing what y'all post, and I like the feedback y'all gave me and the comments y'all gave me on what I posted. And for my final project, I chose the uncertainty reduction theory. And for when you meet someone for the first time, you want to find out who they are. And this theory basically gives you information about how you can break the ice in your first encounterment with this person. And I will be exploring my paper with an interview. And throughout the interview, I'll be answering questions by myself. But throughout the interview, I will bring in a special guest that help me answer the other questions.
So, Sydney, you almost completed your COM class 351, and we're going to be exploring uncertainty theory, reduction theory. So tell me, what do you normally do when you meet someone for the first time?
When I normally meet someone for the first time, I either give them a wave or like a head nod to show them I want to have interaction with this person. Or if I actually have to talk to this person, I might say, "Hi, how you doing?" I state my name, they state theirs. They ask me how I'm doing, I ask them how they're doing. Ask them where they're from, their age, just, the basic questions like that.
So in your paper, you also capture the major and the minor components of this theory. So can you expound a little bit on what you thought the major components of uncertainty reduction theory was?
The major components in this theory were the 8 axioms in this theory, and axiom 1 is verbal communication. It's just basically how I said at the beginning, how you basically talk to somebody, how you break the ice, just normal basic questions you ask. Then the second axiom is nonverbal warmth, which is the other axiom I also do when you first meet somebody, which is the head nod or a wave or maybe like a smile or something of that sort. The third axiom is information seeking, and this is just how much information you want to find out about this person, because the more information you find out, the less uncertain you will be about this person. And axiom 4 is self-disclosure. And in self-disclosure, in this axiom, you'll be less certain about how you feel about this person, because you're sharing deeper thoughts, and you're like maybe your secrets or just other things you might not tell other people. And axiom 5 is reciprocity, and this axiom is basically going question for question. You give and you take. I ask a question, they ask a question back. Axiom 6 is similarities, and this is basically just trying to figure out the similarities you have with each other, because the more similarities you have, the less uncertainty you have about this person. Then Axiom 7 is the liking, and basically the more you know about this person is the more you find out you like about this person, and the less uncertain you will be, because you'll know what you like about this person and maybe what you don't like about this person. And the last axiom is shared networks, and with this axiom is, can you be friends with my friends, and can I be friends with your friends? Because the more the more friend circles you can be with, the less uncertainty you'll have about this person, because you know they can hang with just about anybody that you can hang with.
Okay, that's great. So can you talk a little bit about the minor components?
The minor components of this theory were the 3 prior conditions. And the first one is anticipation of further interaction, the future interaction, my fault. And with this condition, it's just basically what this person is to you. Are you gonna see this person just for one day, or are you gonna see this person on in days and days and weeks? Because that will affect how you talk to this person and how you interact with them. And the second condition is incentive value, and basically this condition is when you talk to somebody, but you talk to somebody just because they have something that you want. Maybe they have a job that you want, so you talk to them just so you can figure out how you can get to this job too. And the last condition is deviance, and this is just basically they're acting weird. So they're acting weird, so you basically just leave them alone.
So can you give us an example of the anticipation of future interaction? Did you meet someone?
The example I can give is probably when I was younger. I met John Wall, and I knew I was just going to see him for one day, so I just asked him questions I would like to get to know a celebrity, just things that they do, and what. I didn't ask him any personal questions because I wasn't trying to get to know him on a personal level. It was more of a like meeting a role model.
Well, great. So now that you have kind of laid the foundation of your paper and the theory that you chose, which is uncertainty reduction theory, let's bring in your special guest.
Howdy, howdy.
Everyone, this is my girlfriend. This is my girlfriend, and we're just gonna keep her name out of it to protect her privacy.
So, girlfriend and Sydney, can you tell the audience how you met?
Funny thing is, we met at Two Keys on Valentine's Day night.
At the bar with her friends across the room.
All right, so you met at Two Keys, and who initiated the first conversation?
I definitely did. Because he was not paying any attention to me.
I wouldn't say it like that. She gave me a little wave, and I gave her a little wave back to let her know I saw her.
Okay, so it sounds like you all just had a nonverbal warmth communication. So who initiated the verbal communication, the first verbal communication?
I'll probably say I initiated the first verbal communication because I told her my name first, and I asked her what her name was.
And I didn't believe his name was Sid. Because I never heard that name.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy to me. Yeah. It's whatever though.
And then afterwards, he asked for my Snapchat. And then I was like, make sure you message me. And then he was like, yeah. And then I messaged him first regardless because I figured he was going to forget.
So you talked about the strength of your paper or the major components being the axioms. So can you all go through the axioms and just explain a little bit on how you all have decreased the uncertainty of your relationship?
At the beginning, it was verbal communication because we wanted to get to know who each other was. But she was probably doing more of the verbal than I was at the beginning.
Super shy. He wouldn't even make eye contact at first. He kind of just kept looking at his hands, so I just kept asking questions so he can open up.
With nonverbal warmth, I just kept giving her head nods and smile here and there, and we was seeking more information about each other day by day. We just keep asking questions and self-disclosure. We started to share more deeper information about each other.
Yeah, started hanging out with each other more.
Yeah.
So just to kind of summarize, one last question before we summarize is, when you all talk about taboo in your paper and when you talk about avoidance, are there certain things that you all just try to avoid in your relationship?
Yeah.
Definitely.
One thing we probably try to avoid is to not talk about each other's friends.
Yeah. Definitely don't want no attention there. Don't want him mad at me.
Yeah, I don't want her mad at me.
So you had to conclude your paper with 5 practical recommendations. So can you all talk about some of the things that you've seen from the beginning and now 6 months later that you've improved upon as far as your communication is concerned?
You're not as shy anymore.
Yeah, I've most definitely opened up a whole lot more to her than I did at the beginning.
Yeah. And you're more considerate on texting back faster and let me know where you're going and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, this concludes the interview, and it's been a good time having class with y'all. And thank you for watching this, and have a great summer, rest of the summer.